The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is filled to the brim with immersive and interesting locations. However, the game also has its fair share of weirdly wonderful places as well. And so in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 5 weirdest locations that can be explored in Oblivion. To begin with, in 5th place, we have the Unmarked Cave, which can be found to the south of Bruma and west of the Silver Road. Although this location has a pretty unremarkable name, the Unmarked Cave stands out from the other caves across Oblivion since it has 3 levels, but only one is accessible. You see, this cave was originally going to be used for a quest which was never completed, and so the latter 2 levels of the cave were mostly left undone and were sealed off. No one has any real idea what quest the cave might have been linked with, but it is speculated that it could have been to do with a feud between 2 queens, since an area of the cave is called the Black Queen's Hall, and many think this is linked with the so-called Red Queen, who is talked about by some of the NPCs in Coral when prompted to talk about rumours. Next, in 4th place, we have a ship called the Sea Tub Clarabella. Now, this location is pretty interesting since it is linked with an unmarked quest, which means that it doesn't appear in the player's journal, to do with sheep being illegally shipped and sold. This quest can be started through entering the ship's top deck, and in doing this you will encounter the violent captain of the ship, Captain Bazone Patneem, who will mercilessly attack you on sight. After killing him, you can loot a note from his body, which is from his first mate Filch. Apparently, according to the letter, the pirates of the Clarabella are illegally shipping sheep, and if you head on further into the ship and kill the remaining pirates, you can claim the captain's treasure gotten from the shipping of illegal sheep. In the middle of our list, in 3rd place, we have the Mead Cave, which is situated halfway between Skingrad and the Imperial City on the Gold Road. Like any cave, the Mead Cave is host to a myriad of different monsters such as minotaurs, spriggans and will-o'-the-wisps, which guards heaps of treasure scattered throughout the cave. However, rather weirdly, the cave is also home to perhaps the largest mud crab known to man, which can be found towards the back of the cave. And this is interesting, seeing as a giant mud crab can also be seen in Skyrim. In 2nd place, we have Fathosaren's Tower, which is usually accessed by the player in the Thieves Guild questline in Oblivion during the quest Arrow of Extrication. The secret tower, which is actually an old ruined fort, is inhabited by the Mages Guild member Fathosaren, who utilises the tower for his own personal experiments, often involving experimental conjuration magic. Throughout the ruined tower, the player can find a variety of mages and beasts, but the weirdest part of Fathosaren's abode is the giant slaughterfish which the player must face when navigating through the Wizard's Grotto. The slaughterfish resides at the bottom of a deep underground pool guarding an exit to Nibbin Bay. Lastly, in 1st place on our list, we have the infamous hamlet of Hackett, which can be found to the south of Coral. Upon your first visit to Hackett, you will be greeted with distrust and vague threats from the residents, who openly despise any who they deem as outsiders. Apart from the rude demeanour of the residents, at first glance, the small village looks fairly ordinary, apart from the charred ruins of a few houses. But Hackett has an extremely interesting, albeit disturbing, undertone. After the discovery of the so-called Dark Ones beneath the village in the mines many years ago, many of the residents of Hackett started to worship the Dark Ones rather than the typical 9 divines. But the emerging Dark One cult's activities within the town apparently got out of hand, with travellers being murdered, and this eventually led to the Imperial Legion burning down much of the village, hence the charred ruins of the houses. In every single habitable house in Hackett, there are trapdoors leading to the mines below, where prisoners, who are usually outsiders, are kept for some mysterious purpose. The piles of bones found in the mines, however, suggest most prisoners don't live for long, especially since the mines are inhabited by countless half-naked rabid men called the Hackett Brethren, who are all armed with clubs. No one really knows who or what the Dark Ones are, but it is widely speculated that they could be some abstract type of danger that guide the people of Hackett. Either way, it is clear to see that Hackett is certainly not your normal country village. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video and I hope you enjoyed. I've got lots of other top 5 lore videos on my channel, as well as theory videos and the normal lore videos, so if you're interested then feel free to check those out. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.